Hi and hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel here. And for today's video, the Untutorial. And I say the Untutorial mainly because I'm not a makeup artist. Yes, I've done makeup on like other people, like friends and family, but nothing like serious. It's not like I make a living out of it. Plus, I'm not formally educated on makeup application and so forth. I haven't done apprenticeships, nor have I gone through beauty school or esthetician school. Well, at least what it takes to become a pro makeup artist. And I just want to put some tips and tricks out there, or at least the ones that I kind of do based on my eye shade, which is hooded, and they're small. And these tips can also work for monolid eyes, and which basically would look like with no fold, or like the fold is like, way over, like you don't even see a crease at all, a tiny little crease, right? So what I'm gonna do is, because I like to do both like an Eastern style of eye makeup because I have the eyes for it, and I also follow the Western style, kind of like a little bit more dramatic, and more use of shades. And so it's gonna look a little wonky. I've already set my face already. Coincidentally, the makeup I've been wearing today is all Project Pan stuff, which I will put up a little video here in which we'll check back in a couple of months. So these will give kind of like a winter quarter and see where I'm at with my progress. So I feel like, also again, Quinky Dink, that it'll be good to kind of dive into my Sweet Peach palette here. Mainly because it kind of has those shimmery light shades that I can kind of try to look at kind of like in Eastern, like East Asian kind of style look. And also have kind of like a variety of other shades and kind of make it more dramatic. So which one should I start with? Oh, I usually tend to go with this eye. Let's do kind of an Eastern style on this eye, and then we'll kind of go with a Western style on this one. So first and foremost, for at least for Eastern style of makeup, it's more like it kind of gets layered. It's kind of the gradient, from what I've seen, tends to be darker here and lighter up here, and they a lot of girls tend to use shimmery, glittery type shades, especially kind of like towards the bottom inner corner here. I'm not gonna go, and plus I don't do it on myself either. I'm not gonna go to the extent of drawing, I forgot what it's called, but like that extra little fold here. If you do that, by all means, you do you. If you naturally have them, then you can obviously emphasize it with like a brownish gray shadow, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. Plus I don't really have it, and I feel like it's gonna make me older, so gotta embrace 30, right? Okay, let's get this going. Right. So kind of for like Eastern style makeup, let's see. I felt like might start out with this one. Yeah, let's start out with this one. Again, usually a lot of the shades, they tend to be more on the shimmery side, and this one kind of would fit the bill, but it's not overtly metallic. So what I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do with this shade here, I'm just kind of like layered it up. And another thing too is what's kind of the same for both styles is really using your retail space, right? And one other way you can kind of help that is when you groom your brows, try to groom from down here, right, instead of from up here, right? So just start grooming from here, whether that's a kind of plucking, waxing, or using a little razor, one of the little tiny ones. I got these at Daiso, so you can really get in there, but yeah, it will help with kind of give you more space if you groom from below, not from above. And I'm kind of going to go with this shade. I'm just going to cover both the top and the bottom. And I've already prepped my eyes with a cream eyeshadow. This is by Colourpop. No, it's no longer available, but it's very similar to MAC Paint Pot. So we're gonna go with this shade's called Bellini. I'm just gonna go all over here. And I also take it down below too. That's one thing, because at least when you look really up close, it feels like you're gonna give yourself like kind of that raccoon eyes. But as long as you get really close to the lash line, it won't get too far down, if that makes sense. I know it barely shows up in there, but it does. It's there. And that's kind of the other point too for an Eastern style makeup. It's just really soft. It's a really soft type of look. It's gonna be really weird. I try to do one eye at a time. I usually try to, like, when it's both shades, I try to tend to do both. Alright, next I'm gonna take a slightly darker shade. Trying to see. It's a little too bronzy. Yeah, I'm actually gonna go with Cobbler over here. And I'm gonna take Cobbler more towards, let's see, just above the crease. I'm not gonna take it too high. I'm just gonna take it just above the crease. So I'm gonna go with Cobbler. I know it doesn't really show up well since it's so light, but we're doing that on purpose. We're doing that on purpose. So with a different brush here, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start taking a slightly darker shade and try to diffuse it around the lash line. I believe I want to go, actually I'm kind of tired with using kind of little too shimmery shades. I'm going to go with a matte one instead. I'm going to go with Charmed, I'm sure. And you're just going to try to get it close and diffuse it from the lash line. To the lash line, I mean. Now, along with this kind of slightly darker shade, I do just take it out a little bit just to kind of guide me how I'm going to draw the wing. And I'm going to save the wings for last, actually, because depending on like which style you go for, I either go for like I follow kind of a line from either my top lid or from my bottom lid. So it kind of depends. So we'll get there. We'll get there. Now with the slightly finer brush, kind of like a pencil brush, I'm just going to go with a slightly darker shade, and I'm going to go with, Delectable here. I'm going to go with Delectable here. It's kind of plummy. The plummy notes don't really come out. It could also be that it's old too, but I do have like a kind of post-hype review on the Sweet Peach palette, and even that shade almost 10 years ago. Thanks, Talia. Love your reviews, and also love the puppies. She didn't rate this one very well either. So I'm just gonna even get closer to my lash line with this color. I'm definitely going to use this to kind of underline right here underneath to get really close there. And also to kind of guide me into for my eyeliner, I just kind of like get a slightly heavier on the outer corner of my bottom lash line. Now I'm just going to take another brush here and I'm just going to try to soften everything. Okay. Now lastly, I'm going to take a shimmery shade here, even though like there's already shimmer on my eyelids. I'm just going to kind of uniform it kind of around my eyelid, and I'm going to take it right into this inner corner here. So I'm going to start with that first. And I'm actually going to take Luscious, this guy right here. So yeah, I really pronounce this area with kind of with a glitter or really shimmery type shade. And well, since it's already on my brush, I'm just gonna like spackle it all over. Alright, so for the most part, I'm done with this. Now I'm gonna go ahead and transfer over to this eye for more of a Western look. Technically, they're both kind of gradient looks. It's just where you have the gradient or like kind of the smokiness, right? The gradients from here to here, while for my while for my Western side, the gradient's going to be light to dark this way, right? I'm gonna look all crazy when I go to stream tonight. So for the Western style on this eye, slightly similar idea, right? You try to use the most, like all of your retail space here, but what we're going to do is like we're going to create somewhat of a fake crease, and this technique also applies to like a cut crease. I can probably do that in a separate video, a cut crease for small hooded eyes. I don't do them for a reason, because I don't think they look that well on me, but again, it's just I don't have that much retail space to really go gaudy like that. For my other eye, let's see, I'm going to use Summer Yum. I already used this one the other day, but I'm going to use Summer Yum, and I'm going to take it slightly high, right? I will try to buff it out with a slightly lighter shade underneath to kind of really blend it out. But first, I'm just going to start with my crease with Summer Yum. Also, if it helps too, if you do your brows ahead of time. I'm already used to this eye shape, so like I already know how far I need to go out. But yeah, try to just don't be afraid to go look around where like the tail of your brows ends. I know it's like it's easy to kind of just go this one, call it good, but if you kind of want more of a lifted look, and that's really prominent with Western eye makeup, it's just snatchness, that lift. Right, so don't be afraid to kind of take it out a little bit. And kind of the same thing, I do kind of take the remaining and just try to like buff it underneath my lash line as well. All right, I will go back to Charmed, I'm sure. Oh, why'd you just go? This end one right. I'm gonna go back to that shade and just go slightly right above my crease to just darken, deepen it and darken it just a smidge a bit. Alrighty, next. Well, because it's already doused in this brush right here, I'm gonna go with Luscious. I'm gonna take that into like the inner third of my eye, and again, because I have to take the shiny or like the glittery shade above the fold, because what happens is as soon as I open my eye, it's gone. So that's what I mean. You kind of have to go over your fold and kind of create the illusion that your fold's higher than it is. In reality, it's not. And kind of the same idea would apply if you were to kind of do a cut crease, right? But you would have to look kind of like concealer and like glitter glue to like for it to kind of really like stay put. All right, now with a deeper shade, and I'm gonna go with, actually no, why not? I'll go back with Summer Yum here. I'm going to take this shade on the outer third of my eye and kind of create kind of like a V with it. And this is to kind of add depth, right? Because we're trying to like make my eye bigger than it seems when clearly it's not. Now to kind of blend that brow bone area, I'm gonna go with Nectar. It has some slight shimmer and which will kind of like lift that brow, give that contrast, right? Now here's, because I'm about to lay down some eyeliner, so this is like kind of like, especially for the bottom lid, one key difference that I do. I will slightly, at least for my Western style, I was kind of slightly line my waterline, but I'll take it up to here, because if I take it all the way in, it's going to close my eye. For here, I'm just going to go with a deeper shadow shade. But I'm not going to do a black eyeliner because it's going to create too much contrast and it's going to like kind of close my eye, when the whole idea of like kind of the Eastern kind of style look is to like have small eyes but still kind of like have that slight roundness to it. Kind of a dolly, like, you know, small dolly look. So I'm going to take, and this is an LA Girl eyeliner. I actually really like these for the price. I really do. When I'm kind of going for like dark, deep dark, smoky type of looks, I like this. I like this a lot. Before I get this brush black, I'm gonna go back with was it Summer Peach Pit? It's delectable. I'll go with both. Just slightly darken this area here. Alright, and I'm gonna go back to Summer Yum and blend my black eyeliner that I have underneath here. And again, if I kind of flick up from the bottom lash line, it also kind of helps me guide for my eyeliner placement. So now this is where the eyeliner is a little bit different. Actually, I'm going to take two separate eyeliners. This is going to look so wonky. I still need to upload, we're on day 10 of 100 days of practice. I'm actually going to go with two different eyeliners. For kind of like more of the Eastern style looks, I like to avoid black eyeliners because the point is trying to make it soft, right? And these burgundy or like kind of pinky brown colors I've been absolutely loving. Another color that I also like to go with, I haven't opened it yet, is a kind of a deep brown, like, or kind of like a dark brown. I also like those type of colors too. But we're gonna use this one, and so at least what I'm gonna I'll line my regular eyelid as normal, but I kind of flick it kind of down or kind of make the tail a little straight. So I can show you guys. Also, like, if you have the space for it, I don't. Like, you could go, oh, if I can get really close here, you know, see it? Like, I tend to avoid going too much on here, but if you really want to draw and kind of put like that more drama into your eyelid, do it with your eye open. Because again, with me, you can see it, you can see the line, but as soon as I open it, like, it disappears, right? So go carefully, go slowly, if that's something that you want, because Lord knows that you want to like redo it again. And I kind of have my eyes semi-closed, not all the way open, but just semi-closed, and I'm just kind of like flicking down and straight. And here's the other thing too, like, make your wing a little thin, and it's also kind of hard with the brush on this one starting to fray. It doesn't have to be too long. Something like that. All right, see how it kind of pulls my eye down a little, but it's a little straight. Now for kind of like my Western style, same idea. I'm gonna call that pretty good. Now here's where it's different. I go based on if I were to extend imaginary line for my bottom lash, and kind of go from out in, then I kind of connect. And with my Western style, my wing's definitely going to be thicker. I also tend to be a little thick underneath too, because again, when the moment I open, it disappears. And usually for my Western style look, I tend to keep my eye open. Well, with this one, I tend to keep my eye a little bit more semi-closed. I mean, they're still kind of street looking. But see how this one has more lift compared to this one. And it's totally okay to make this top part thicker too, based on how your eye is gonna fold, because otherwise it's just gonna disappear. So yeah, so just in general, like my eyeliner placement tends to be thinner for an Eastern style compared to like more of a thicker in a Western style. All right. In terms of mascara, it's the same. So I'm just gonna curl my lashes where my eyelash curl would be. I saw you. Eventually, my goal, once you know, start getting that YouTube coin, get myself kind of a different desk setup, because right now I'm using my desktop space, my desktop desk, for my desktop stuff, for my computer stuff. It would be a quasi vanity slash computer setup, but I like the extra space, so all my makeup's like in a box right now, rather than like my regular everyday go-to that I can just kind of pick, having a little basket, slap and go. But I'm hoping that I can get a corner desk here, then I can have a little vanity desk here, so I can just, you know, use my chair and flip back and forth. But we're getting there. We're getting there. Thank you for your patience, and thank you for being a subscriber or a viewer, or you know, getting my engagement down in the comments. I really appreciate it. Let's curl some lashes. I'm doing good on time because I still need to film a little snippet of 100 Days of Practice. And for either look, I might just, because how similar the makeup looks, right? It's a little deeper on this side compared to this one. I can definitely pop on some lashes. And I'm going with a mini Marc Jacobs mascara, which actually I really like, but it's no longer available. I believe I said this, oh yeah, on my Project Pan video. Allegedly, supposedly it's supposed to come back this year in 2025. It might be under Coty, which is currently the ones who are making Marc Jacobs fragrance from Monolid, because it's not Kendo anymore. Or at least, but Kendo used to be what they made their makeup. I don't know what the fuck's going on with Marc Jacobs Beauty. All I know, it's coming back soon. I feel like the brush on this one's very similar to the Too Faced one, and it has that hourglass shape, but it's skinnier. Every time I use the Too Faced one, I would always bump my top lid. If you have, if you have short or you have small eyelids, you know what I'm talking about. I feel like the brush on this one is more manageable, and I feel like the formula is far more supreme. Given they're both, they're not waterproof formulas, the regular Too Faced smudges on me. And it does. Alright, trying to like do the last finishing touches here. I'm gonna go back to the Too Faced palette and add a little bit more glitter, a little more pizzazz underneath here. There we go. I'm just gonna buff a little bit more. There we go. All right. Let me take the headband off here. Let's take the panda ears off. Oh, actually, before I do, so, I mean, because I'll look cute on both, I'm just going to do kind of that blotted, diffuse type of look. And I'm going to use concealer. I'm actually going to use with a light colored lipstick, or at least a very nude lipstick. This is Honey Love by MAC, previous formula. Really close to finishing it. It's also part of my Project Pan. I was gonna go with a pinky red shade. The one for me. I cannot find it. Oh! Found it. Because it's Project Pan stuff. Project Pan stuff. I'm gonna go with a Bobbi Brown lipstick in watermelon. I'm gonna concentrate it more towards the middle here. And my lips weren't so chapped all the time. Also, a reminder to drink some water. I would love to be a lip model. I mean, look at this. Genetics. Genetics. Because my ass is too broke for fillers, and my ass doesn't need fillers. No, I don't. Neither do you. Neither do you. Actually, I was just watching a video by Stephanie Lange. I really like her content, and I really like her commentary on the beauty standards and basically really emphasizing the body dysmorphia that's being imposed as, you know, at a beauty standard or whatnot. And her latest video, actually I'm gonna like link it up here because I plan to like post this up sometime this week. It's actually really good. But yeah, like I really do enjoy her honesty. Okay. See how pretty that makes it? Maybe a little bit more. Maybe a little more. Yay! No, it's not now. Let's take the silly hair, the ears out. Okay. I put my hair in a fat braid because I just took a shower. So here is kind of the finished look. I could go a little harder on the blush. I'm gonna set my face really quick with Fix Plus, which I'm almost done. We're almost done. I'm definitely gonna repurpose this bottle. Hopefully I can like put like isopropyl alcohol in here or something, or like window cleaner for like other stuff. So that's kind of my goal. All right. So those are my almost major right there. So those are my little tips and tricks for hooded eyes, kind of like a Western style here versus kind of like an Eastern style over here. What do you guys think? For those with small eyes, what do you all do? Do you have like specific tools, like specific brushes that you like to use? A specific formula? Let me know in the comments, and let me see if this was any of help to you, or if not, that's okay. Like again, I don't claim to be a makeup artist. Just like a makeup enthusiast. I'm just an amateur over here. Like my background's not even education. Even though I have kind of followed that natural pathway, I don't consider myself an educator. Only because that's not what I got my bachelor's on. It's not in education. It's in it's actually Bachelor of Arts in music, and then I right after I followed up with my master's in music, in which it has to break down and basically you be able to teach it, you know, to other like-minded adults and adjust accordingly. So that's my kind of like teaching background education. So take all this information with like a grain of salt and see what best works out for you. And I'm just gonna put my own little 2 cents of kind of what I do makeup wise, you know. Right. Alright, well, I hope you enjoyed this quick little video. I hope it's a quick little video. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe down below. It really helps me out. And slap a like down there as well. My next subscriber goal is 50, and I plan to do another pet review. For that, got 2 more pets to go. For those who like video games, I like to nerd out with Star Trek Online. I've also been playing Stray, which is really cute because I'm a little kitty cat over on Twitch, so feel free to hop on there as well. I also do music content here, and part of my kind of little shorts that I'm doing also on my reels on Instagram is my 100 days of practice, and hopefully I can get like a part of an excerpt uploaded by tonight. Another musicology video is coming up soon. I know I've said that. I had to take a break from the script, but I'm almost done with it because it kind of leads into me describing my little tattoo here. For those who like, alright, well, other videos will be popping up here as well for the makeup related and music. And my socials will also be showing up here. So as I mentioned, Twitch, I'm on there too. Instagram as well. And I hope you all enjoy the rest of your week. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye!